Hey, it's always a good day when you come around. Shop's open. What can I take for you? Some other time, then.
I have something for you when you've got a second.
Hey, how's it going? Oh, well, since you asked nicely. All right, bye for now.
You happened along. We were jumped by pirates and our grav drive is offline. We need some spare parts to repair it.
Here's some spare parts.
We can't thank you enough. Look me up if you ever make it to Jemison. I'd be glad to repay the favor.
I found something for you.
You did.
Anything I can do for you? You know it.
Hi, how you doing?
Keeper Aquilus, can we have a moment?
Ah, Mateo. It's been too long. How are your parents? Your mother still struggling with that azalea garden?
No, she figured that out a while ago. Had to adjust the pH levels in the soil. But, Keeper, I didn't come to catch up.
Oh. Well, what's on both your minds?
We need to talk about unity.
Oh, yeah. How humanity comes together. How we are to love each other even as our universe becomes even more complex.
That's not exactly what we mean. Keeper, when you talk about unity, well, does it mean anything else? Something secret?
Perhaps we should talk about this inside.
That sounds sus. I don't think I'm gonna steal their holy book.
Some folks never feel it. That connection to the universe. It's something, isn't it? The further out we reach into the stars,
One simple
the
jump.
more we learn
The same
about
as I've
ourselves.
made dozens of times. I'm happy to help out in whatever way I can here. Anything Thomas needs, I'm here for him.
That sounds sus too.
Now that we have a little privacy, why don't you tell me exactly what it is that brought you two here?
We were attacked by a group called the Starborn.
We've lost people, Keeper.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. And these Starborn, I take it they're different from the people of the settled systems? There have always been mysteries that seem to defy our understanding of the universe, beyond rational thought. We enter life as an act of someone else's faith in us. There's no way of knowing who we will become, and yet the risk is made anyway. So you've pushed into the unknown, not knowing where it would take you. And it's brought you here.
I don't need a lecture, Keeper. I need answers.
And I think I can help. If you're willing to find your way in the dark for a bit longer, I can give you a path to discovering its meaning. There's an old story, far older than the Sanctum Universum, of someone who walked the settled systems and saw every corner of it. This pilgrim claimed he found the true meaning of unity. I always thought of it as just a parable for trying to bring humanity together, but maybe it's more.
Let's hear the story. There must be more to it.
In my story, the pilgrim met the founders of the House of Enlightenment and the enigmatic cult of the Varun. And he gave them each a part of the truth. Then he goes to his final resting place to live out the rest of his days in contemplation of infinitum addendum, his addition or contribution to the infinite. But what if the story isn't a metaphor, but a code? A way of finding the pilgrim again, or at least his grave.
Infinitum addendum. That's a very odd saying.
Yes, something must be there. I just can't put my finger on it. Maybe the answer will become clear when we have more. The House of Enlightenment and Varun have versions of this story.
I'll talk to them
The
then.
enlightened work out of the well here in New Atlantis, helping the poorest citizens find a better life for themselves. The rune worshippers are more enigmatic, but there is a lone zealot that was captured recently for attacking UC ships. I visited her a couple of times. Hopefully, she'll be willing to talk to you as well.
I'll stay here with the Keeper. We need to catch up. And I wouldn't mind asking him a few more questions.
So be it.
Warning. Criminal activity in this area will be punished.
That's down there too.
Several areas currently zoned as residential are seeking to allow home-based businesses. This seemingly simple request has brought bitter controversy that seems to come closer to resolution.
I didn't know about that elevator to the well. I guess that's if you need to move the couch in.
Evening, sir.
Welcome to the House of Enlightenment. If it's about the financial or food assistance programs, we are backlogged. Don't worry, we're doing everything we can. Oh, you're not? Sorry. Can I help you?
Keeper Aquilus sent me. I need to talk about the Pilgrim.
Listen, I've talked about this with him a ton of times, and there's no record of a Unity Pilgrim. But since you both insist, our early records are mostly administrative. Humanitarian projects, group counseling notes, charity expenditures. But there is a series of exchanges the founding members recorded in a lot of detail. It's the closest thing I have to what Aquilus is describing.
Let's hear it.
A man walks into the first House of Enlightenment. The founding members just call him the Drifter. So they think he's a charity case at first, but no, the Drifter asks them a bunch of questions. If your philosophy is built on an individual's own morality, what about the second person? That second person might disagree. Isn't the problem of two what you're really looking for? And the founders respond, each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up. All of human effort is a story of cooperation pushing us forward. And it kind of goes on like that. He comes back every week for a year. Same conversation every time. Second person this, the problem of two that.
Oh, maybe there's a message hidden in what he's saying.
Honestly, I think the founding members made it all up. There was a little more hesitation being openly atheist in the early days. I think they were experimenting with writing their own scripture. Fortunately, that got abandoned pretty quick. After the records of the Drifter end, you never see anything like it again.
Thank you. You've given me a lot to think about.
Always happy to help. If you'll excuse me, I've got a lot of aid efforts to coordinate.
Kay's place is like a second home. Problem is, I don't really have a first. I used to drink. Then, I met Jake. Now I don't. You might say he saved my life. Take care.
Okay. Bye. Yeah.
Nice hat.
That your ship that landed not too long ago? Sure is something.
A visitor? I have all the company I need.
I know you've talked to Keeper Aquilus about the Varun faith.
He knows not the truth. He sends another to ask more incessant questions. The Great Serpent waits in the shadows. He will entwine the universe, and all but the faithful will be made as dust. That is the truth. No more, no less.
I admire your conviction.
The knowledge of the Great Serpent sweeps away all concern. There is only his inevitable return, and those he will spare. Nothing else. You wish to speak of the Keeper's Pilgrim, do you not? I will tell you of him, and then you will leave. Jinan Varun meets the Unbeliever. He gives false prophecy to Jinan. But such is Jinan's conviction in the Great Serpent, he does not hesitate. He cuts the Unbeliever down. But the Unbeliever returns. Jinan realizes the Great Serpent is testing him, and he will not be found wanting. 4 times they fight. Over 120 rotations of the planet they are on. Remember these 4 battles, Jinan, the Unbeliever says. Remember these 120 rotations. But Jinan knows this is blasphemy, and delivers the killing blow. That is all.
I need to know the meaning of a word. Unity.
I have heard of no such thing. If it exists, it is a shadow that the Great Serpent casts to deceive the faithless.
I think I understand.
Then we are done. Leave me.
Just one quiet day. Not too much to ask for?
Seems like the Crimson Fleet is everywhere these days, spreading like a virus through the settled systems. They like to set up shop in old facilities, places abandoned in the colony war. That way they can strike anywhere.
What are we doing, Galbank?
With Galbank, if there is any way I can assist you, I'd be happy to. Galbank makes personal finance easy. Money, as long as you have some.
Ryujin Industries is looking for the young, bright minds of the future. Apply today at the nearest key.
You know, there are folks I sometimes see only once every few years. In between, they're just out there, jumping.
Well, you're back. What did you learn? Was there something hidden in their stories, like we thought?
The Enlightened story used the words second and two.
Planets are often named by number. That second might mean the second planet in the system. What else did you learn?
I spoke to the Varun Zealot. She said Janan fought 4 times over 120 days.
If there really is a location the Pilgrim wanted us to find, those do sound awfully like coordinates. Was there anything else?
In your story, the Pilgrim contemplates infinitum addendum. That must mean something.
Yes. What he added to infinity. Maybe that points to a name. If we're looking for his resting place, we'd need to know the name of the star system, wouldn't we? Let's see. We have something that could be coordinates. Something that could point to a planet in the system. But what's the name of the system? Infinitum addendum. What if we break down the parts? No systems named finite or add. That just leaves in and dumb. Well, that's certainly how I feel.
Endum, that's the name of a star system.
Yes, that's it. The second planet in Indum, at 4 and 120. That's where you'll find the Pilgrim's resting place. And from there, maybe you'll find the true meaning of unity. Before you go, you've now spoken to many different perspectives in our universe. In a way, you'll be carrying their philosophies with you on this journey. I know you're looking for a specific unity, but if you had to guess what it was, what interpretation would you give it?
Huh. Only total conviction will bring us the truth. We are being tested.
Conviction. Another word for strength. Can the truth not be revealed to the weak? Someone with doubts.
Huh. Isn't doubt the opposite of belief?
That belief can come and go could be argued to be the very mechanics of faith itself. Like breathing air in and out. What do you believe?
I won't find the answer by doubting every step I make. And also, that's a very personal question, and you should mind your own damn business.
Your only path is forward, then? Finding the meaning of unity is a totality that you cannot ever step away from? Well, I won't keep you any longer. This has been fun, I have to admit. Go, find your truth.
Stay here, do nothing.
Aquilus has helped me through some tough times lately.
It's a privilege to be able to work for the UC government.
Hey, I've been talking with the others, and I'd like to get everyone together to say goodbye. You know, to Sam.
I'll be there, Noel. I promise.
Thank you. It wouldn't be the same without you there. I'll have everything set up in a few days.
Everyone is staying in their rooms a lot more lately. You can feel it, can't you? The lodge just feels empty.
Yes.
Wouldn't mind
I'm gonna
burning
clean
some
this shit
helium
up.
out in the fringe instead of being here, you know?
Yeah, but you got all pissy at me. Carried Keller around. He can't even shoot a gun.
Feels a little colder than it used to.
Huh? Oh, sorry.
Y'all clean this trash up.
Drifting away there.
Gonna be a firefight here.
Good day, Captain.
Alright, there's where we're going. Are we really doing this? Missed that one. Are you serious? Okay. Know we're on to the right place, right? Alright. The credulous simplicity of mundane humans never ceases to amaze me. My worst instincts, the evil spirit, draws me towards a form of contempt for them, but I remember that I am privy to that which they are not. I can and should not judge them for the lack of vision when I know very well the blinders which obscure their sight. I once wore them myself. After all, I hope for their sake that they may someday understand, but for my sake I wish to be left the fuck alone. Alien stew. Well, that ain't too bad. Let's try some alien stew. Staple gun. Pilgrim's Riding number 5. How many have I missed? Okay. You can pause that shit and read it if you'd like. I'm not reading another one. If you came seeking the right answers, you will know what question to ask. What is the unity? I return your question with a question. If you have read my writings, what is the burden of people? People are necessary, but people are madness. Who is your most formidable opponent? Myself. Where does enduring contentment come from? In stopping and embracing compassion. Seems like what this dude would write. Okay, let's go. The final writing. I don't know what the correct answer is. I might never. Increasingly, though, I am comfortable with not knowing. The more I reflect on being here in this world, in this time, the more I think it is precisely where I need to be. This time will be different. It won't be about me, so I won't have to run. I can actually build something with intent instead of scrambling to fix something that others create in my name. It can be something beneficial. I can be something beneficial. I'm leaving behind that other person. This world has no place for him. Let him die. Let me live to enlighten the blessed universe before me. You have found the end of my journey, but to know everything, you must find its beginning. On Hyla 2, the island hides the scorpion, and the scorpion's sting hides the truth. Hmm. Let's see. I get here. Oh, yeah. All right. They seem to be interested in stopping me again. Alright, here we go. Discover the true meaning of unity. From a person that readily admits he has no idea what it means. But I'm on the island. Okay. Maybe I hit the wrong button.
Hey, you need something? Take it easy.
Anyway, you get a chance to check out my ship. There's an upstairs. I'll show you upstairs real quick. Alright, this way we have a computer room and living quarters with no beds so far. I guess another living quarters. This is my lab. Lots of storage. Lots of portholes. And the medical bay is down here.
How have you been?
Hey,
Hello?
Lynn, what you got for me?
So long, Dusty.
Whoops. Are you hostile? No, you're not hostile. All the silver here. Just on the island. Silver and gold. Hello, friendly Akuradon. Territorial. Beryllium. Alright, what is this place? How do I activate the glyph? Well, this is confusing. Oh, okay, okay. That was it. That's all I had to do. Oh. Before Akuradon, I thought killing you might help me. You're just fine. Take a picture with me. Why not? Let's take a picture. Out of fuel range. I can get the Cricks. Alright. You killed Sam Coe. Surrender or die.
I yield, Constellation. You should come aboard. There's another Starborn here who is very interested in meeting you.
I can speak for myself. Constellation ship, you weren't invited to this meeting, but much of our conversation has been about you. It's only fitting you should join us. I will personally guarantee your safety as long as you come in peace.
And think of it as a ceasefire meeting. Your one shot at getting those answers you must desperately want.
Fine. I'll begin the docking procedures.
Hello. Again. You remember the emissary, perhaps? And their ship, the Helix? I believe they ambushed you above Neon and demanded that artifact you worked so hard to gain.
Thank you for the stellar introduction. Your success is unprecedented. Before you came, we were just discussing how continued use of force against you is unwise.
Damn right it is.
I don't think your patient counselor act is working on them.
We are not a monolithic people. The Starborn are individuals. Some are united in cause. Others are in it for themselves.
We are all in it for ourselves. Some of us are just more honest. The emissary threatened your ship, demanded you hand over your artifact. How is that so different from what I did?
We needed to warn you off. Every encounter with one of our kind could spell disaster.
For whom, exactly? I say whoever can collect them should.
That doesn't justify murder.
And who gets to say that? You? Me? The emissary? I have debated morality for near infinity, and all I have found are groups of people enforcing their will on others. Rules and laws spoken as principles, but backed by arms and violence.
Enough. We have more to discuss. The Unity. You are on the path to it. It is a place, a gateway. It is where we were reborn.
So, I gotta say, this part is more awkward than I thought. Hiding my face was way easier.
What the actual fuck?
I'm not who you think I am. This universe is only the first one you've been to. I've seen hundreds. Where I came from, I was the one who stayed at the lodge to protect the artifacts. You died on board the Eye, while we held off the Hunter.
One of me, at least.
I collected the remaining artifacts. And they open the way to the center of my universe, and the doorway to an infinite number of others. That is the Unity. When I stepped into it, I became a Starborn. It's how I've entered other worlds, including yours.
What the actual fuck?
And that's the problem. All the artifacts are needed to complete the armillary and open the way to the Unity. In every universe, the Starborn fight over them. Innocent people die. You've witnessed the power granted by the temples, the anarchy that can be unleashed. Someone has to decide who should get them.
Here it comes. The emissary tells you only the worthy should enter heaven.
You're twisting what I mean.
They're hypocrites. They use the chaos caused by the hunt for the artifacts to establish an order where they decide who's worthy. I attacked your lodge because I wanted the artifacts, and you held me off. You got away. That wasn't some morality play. You didn't survive because of righteousness. You won because of persistence, luck, and skill. As I have done countless times.
I was also human once. But what does it matter who or what I was when eternity is within your grasp?
Wow.
You're learning. My other self wants you to walk the path he walks. To give up. To appreciate the universe you have. Easy for a person who's seen everything, done everything. I think you should see it for yourself.
You've never come this far. Not in all the universes I've seen. The path to the Unity is opening to you.
You're going to tip the scales one way or another. Better your hand be on one of our sides.
I'm not helping someone who murdered my friend.
Don't you understand what we're talking about? There's an infinite number of your friend out there in the multiverse. One is right over there. Besides, why fight me again when you don't have to?
I want a truce. Between all three of us. I will give you some time to think over which approach to the Unity is the one you want. Mine. Or the Hunters.
Yes. Let's see how willing you are to live under someone else's rules. Just remember, one of us isn't trying to judge you.
Oh. I'm gonna have to think about this shit.
I know we're not the same people we met in our universes. Still, it's good to see you again, old friend.
You might think the emissary is on your side, but your persistence is what forced them to tell you the truth. Remember that.
I'm sure you have more questions. Ask.
I'm going to think about this. Have a good afternoon.